Blessed afternoon, brothers and sisters in Christ. Before anything else, I would like to greet uh, JCKC Abu Dhabi Ministry. I am very blessed and privileged to be part of this event, and I'm looking forward to be part of it in the next coming years. Anyway, I am Brother Raymond Espinoza. I am very glad to tell that I can now easily tell the word brother, especially attached on my name. Maybe it's because of the fact that I am into the process of changing what I've been through and what I've done in the past. And for start, I would like to share what the Lord put on my mind last Friday morning. Upon waking up, this thought comes into my mind and this word: stop hurting your soul. Instead, start healing it. So, I would like to really share that thought upon realizing it. I would like to ask Sister Rogeline and Brother Nicky, what does it mean? But since that day, last Friday was the testimony was intended for Sister Rain, so I kept it in myself. But up until now, I'm still thinking about it, and upon doing this video recording, I already discussed this one with Brother Nicky, who introduced me to JCKC Ministry also. I am a very good example of a very ungrateful human when it comes to knowing the goodness of our God. All my life, even though we did not have a very good life when I was young until I grow, I can say that I am still very blessed because in my family, I was the only one who was privileged and blessed to have a good job, a high-paying job here in abroad. I thought before, by sharing what I am getting is good enough to be thanking the Lord of what He is providing me and my family. And I forgot to think that what I am doing in a worldly manner is simply just showing how ungrateful I am to Him. I am a sinner. I know I am a sinner, and I accept it. Why I am here today is to tell to everyone what kind of ungrateful human being I am and how God changed me and is still changing me and molding me to be the right person who is worthy of His all of His blessings. When I was first introduced to JCKC Ministry, I was in a big trouble of debts, financial troubles, emotional stress, and all the problems that I am facing is causing me lots of sleepless nights. It's causing me health problems because I cannot eat well, I cannot sleep well. But God is really very faithful to His promise. He works in His own way. He works His way to introduce me to the church. So the first time I was introduced to the church was through Brother Nicky and through Brother Chito and Brother Raymond during Brother Nicky's birthday celebration. Then followed by the first Bible study which was held in our flat, conducted by Brother Chito and Brother Raymond. And together with our flatmates. So I can still remember that topic last time. It was the prodigal son. That Bible study was my turning point, I could say, wherein that story of the prodigal son reflects to my own character. On that point, on that night, while going to sleep, I asked myself, I asked God, and I would say, maybe that's the very rarest time I prayed sincerely to the Lord and asked for guidance of what I am going through and what should I do. Maybe that's the first time in my life I did not ask myself of what to do. I asked God. I asked His guidance. I asked His wisdom. I asked for His hand to touch my heart and my mind, to clean my heart and my mind. Upon waking up, revelations and wisdom upon wisdom is coming to my mind. The first thing I did when I realized that I have to move on what Brother Nicky is guiding me through is to ask forgiveness for all the people that I've hurt and forgive the people who've hurt me. One by one, I searched these people whom I don't have contact anymore, but I did try my best to search for them and ask, even not personally, but send them a sincere message of asking for forgiveness. I did not expect any more reply from them. I told them so. Still, I did my first step, asking forgiveness for those whom I've hurt and forgive who hurted me. So that's my first step towards, and the next step is again going to the church and commit myself not to miss any single day of attending the service anymore, because I have this eagerness already in myself, in my heart, that I have to be in the church all the time. The next thing that I have done was to create a group chat for my family circle back in Philippines. From my mother, from my wife, my sons, my nephews, my niece, my sisters, and my brothers. I've created a group chat and shared to them what I am going through. And I wanted them to be part of it also. I just don't want to get the salvation for myself alone. I want them to be saved also. That's what I thought it's right to do. So I am hearing and I am seeing lots of blessings coming from God, from different types of people like me also. And I wanted them to be in that same level of accepting God also, and realizing that there's true living God. I am very happy that the response from my family was positive, although we cannot avoid such reactions which is not so pleasant, but still the last words from my family members, my sisters and my brothers, was just do what your heart tells you to do and we will support you. So in that word alone, I feel blessed. So all the problems that I am having now, I can say that I can think better and decide better of what to do and how to solve those problems in God's will, in God's perfect timing. And I even told my wife also to just trust in God's perfect timing, and everything will be okay. So stop worrying, stop thinking of tomorrow, stop thinking of the next days, stop thinking of what to do in the next month. Just think of today and thank God for what He is providing every day. I just want to take this chance to thank everyone, especially Brother Nicky Calvo, who introduces me to the church. I am very lucky that I have known him in times where he is already a changed person, because the feedback of our co-employees who know him very well than me before is not so good. And I just simply told them, I am just lucky to know Nicky for what he is now and for what he was before. So I am so blessed that God uses him to change me also, to change me from being the old Raymond who only knows worldly things, and to be the Raymond of who I am today, who wants to know the goodness of the Lord. I don't know how to say it, but there's no such word that will be enough to thank God, to thank the Father above of how He changed me, and how He's still changing me, and how He is providing still for my family. Besides all these problems, days are passing and we are surviving. So I'm just so blessed. That's the only word I can say. I'm just so blessed that I was introduced to this church, and I've decided to change, and I've decided to be baptized according to God's will. Lastly, I would like to thank all the people, all the brothers and sisters who are silently praying for me, for my soul, for my troubles. I'm so thankful that I found this family, I found this ministry that listens and prays for sinners like me. Like I said, I am a sinner, and I am still a sinner, but in God's perfect timing and in God's loving heart, I know one day in my lifetime I will be forgiven, I will be saved, and I wanted it to be shared to my family also. I want them to be saved also. I wanted to share these blessings that I am having now, that I am getting now. I want them to be part of it, not just me. I want them to know that the old Raymond whom they knew is gone, and the new Raymond has come out. With all my heart, I thank the JCKC Ministry for accepting me for who I am and guiding me all the way this battle that I am being through. So again, thank you very much, and I hope my simple testimony will inspire sinners like me to be saved also, and inspire them to change for the better. So thank you very much, and happy anniversary again to JCKC Ministry.